everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Fighting Evil by Booklight. We're missing Sailor Jupiter, but we will go on. So today we are going to be talking about the Sweater Weather Readathon. So the Readathon is hosted by three wonderful hosts. We have Zoe from Zoe Reads, Olivia from Liv's Library, and also Abigail from Abigail's Cup of Tea. This readathon is going on between October the 21st to the 27th, and it includes various Instagram prompts, but today specifically I'm going to be going over what the different bookish prompts are in terms of getting your TBR. And I wanted to combine this into my TBR game. And I haven't included one for September because I had to do a lot of required reading, but we have the game today. So I have created 5 cards based off of the prompts. And what we are going to do is for each of the cards, I have numbered them. So nominations 1 to 6. And then I will spin the wheel, get a number. I'm just going to use the number. And that will lead me to the book that I am going to read. So I didn't come up with all of these nominations myself. I asked my Instagram followers for their favorite nominations for each of the different prompts. So we are gonna start with the first card. And the first card is going over the prompt that says, pick a book with an orange cover. So before I flip the wheel, I'm going to let you know what the different recommendations are. Nomination 1, Stargazing. Number 2, Sisters of the Snake. Number 3, Homegoing. 4, With the Fire on High. 5, The Princess Bride. And number 6, White Tears, Brown Scars. I'm gonna get the wheel. I know I'm gonna pick 5 books, but really this is to give you guys recommendations because if I cannot manage all of the books, I'm going to default to one book, and I will let you know what that one book is later. But we're gonna try. Okay, so spin number 1, and we are off. What is the number? We have number 1. Okay, so number 1 is Stargazing by Jen Wang. I'll show you the cover over here. It looks like a gorgeous, beautiful book. So this is a heartwarming middle grade graphic novel. So I'm looking forward to this because I read The Prince and the Dressmaker by Jen Wang and I just loved it. And I loved Elle Defo. And so they are saying that this is in the spirit of Elle Defo. So very much looking forward to this one. So that's prompt number 1. Let's go to the next prompt. So the next prompt I have is pick a book with a fall word in the title. So the nominations are number 1, Bake Shop at Pumpkin and Spice. Number 2, 13 Witches, Book 1. 3, City of Ghosts. 4, Pumpkinheads. 5, Pumpkin. 6, After We Fall. So these all sound very fallish, autumnish, and I'm going to spin the wheel now. So let's let the wheel pick a number from 1 to 6. And we are off. That was a terrible spin. We have number 1. Look at that. Number 1. What's this one gonna be? Okay, so this is Bake Shop at Pumpkin and Spice. That's actually one that fills a lot of the prompts. Let's see what it's about. Every autumn, Moonbright Maine is the picture of charm with its pile of crisp leaves, flickering jack-o'-lanterns, and a touch of the sweetest kind of enchantment. Now this is described as sassy and funny and dusted with magic, so this sounds really good. And you know what? I think it's probably because of the pumpkin spice candle that I have behind me, but I'm smelling some pumpkins. Okay, now let's go to the next prompt. A book in a format you don't typically read. Contenders are 1, Animal Crossing manga. Wow, I didn't know that there was a manga. Number 2, Pumpkinheads. Again, another contender that fulfills a lot of the prompts. Number 3, The Wisdom of Sundays, audiobook. Number 4, I put this one on there, Mexican Gothic. I would love to read the audiobook. Mexican Gothic is just one of my favorites. And I want to reread it. So we'll see. Number 5, Uzumaki, a manga. It's like a horror manga. And number 6, totally opposite, Kimi ni Todoke, which is a heartwarming manga. Spin the wheel. Okay, so we are looking for a number between 1 to 6, and Tuxedo Mask is looking a little bit rough. Why do I have the Sailor Scouts here? It's for my other game when I play it fully, but we're just gonna pay attention to the numbers, okay? And let's spin. Number 3. See number 3. Okay, so number 3 is The Wisdom of Sundays by Oprah Winfrey. So this was a nomination that was provided to me. So it promises that it is for those who want to be more fully present, live your life with a wide open heart. This is the place to come to. I'm counting on you, Oprah. We'll see how this one goes. Okay, next prompt. A book that takes place during the fall. We have the nominations: The Nature of Witches, Little Women, How Sweet It Is, The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding, Yours Truly, and A Match Made for Thanksgiving, which apparently takes place during Canadian Thanksgiving, which, you know, I am Canadian. So let's spin the wheel and see what we pick. Tuxedo Mask has totally fallen off. That's okay. Well, we're going to repair this for our next game. And here is the wheel. And let's spin and get a number. Okay. Oh, I think it's number 1. I kind of pushed it a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's number 1. Okay. Oh, I'm like really happy about this one. It is The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. I've seen this kind of going around. Some people have said that they've really gotten into this one, and others have said that it's taken just a little bit of time to get into, but let's see what it's about. So, the description: in a world where witches control the climate and are losing control as the weather grows more erratic, a once-in-a-generation witch with the magic of all seasons is the only one who can save Earth from destruction. But as her power grows, it targets and kills those closest to her. And when she falls in love with her training partner, she is forced to choose between her power, her love, and saving the Earth. Okay, it sounds pretty cool. It's got a really cool cover, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one because I've seen it sort of being talked about, and I want to see if I can have a nice, good opinion about it. And so our next prompt is our final prompt, which is a backlist published before 2021. Now, you can have so many potential options for this one, so we have just sort of asked for nominations, and we are going to spin our wheel to see what we get. So, nomination 1 is The Land of Stories, which I've wanted to read for such a long time. So, sending my vibes out to you, wheel. 2, Pumpkinheads. Pumpkinheads again. 3, The Whisper Man. 4, The Little Book of Like. 5, The Dragon's Tooth Ashtown Burials #1. And Spin the Dawn. So let's see. Final spin. And let's go. Okay, this is number 3, which is The Whisper Man. It looked cool when I looked into it, but of course I cannot remember what it was about. The Whisper Man is by Alex North, and let's see. So in this dark, suspenseful thriller, Alex North weaves a multi-generational tale of a father and son caught in the crosshairs of an investigation to catch a serial killer preying on a small town. Ooh, that sounds really good. Despite my face, it really does sound very good. Wow, and We didn't get any duplicates, so we have 5 unique titles. However, if everything falls apart, I'm just gonna read Pumpkinheads. That's my way out, and that is my way of participating in case I cannot get to all these books because October is gonna be really busy. But I hope I can do all of these books. That would be great. And I hope you have had fun. I hope that potentially seeing the different nominations have given you some ideas of books that you could possibly pick. If you want to use my cards, I will have them in my blog post, and you can spin just a die and see whatever comes up. If you do that, I would love to see what your prompts give you, what your selections are, and please let me know. Let me know if you are going to be participating in the Sweater Weather Readathon. Let me know what you're thinking of reading. And that is everything for me today. I will see you in the next video. Bye!